I never believed it.
The dead are rising.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will go. Stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again.
I like these.
But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
I think I might feel more comfortable with that on Q. I'll see how I go.
So many dead. My hatred is too low. The infamous Tristram Cathedral. I am close to the fallen star now.
It's a bit of sarcasm. Can't really tell with text so easily. It's all
this
luck,
is
isn't it, with
fell.
drops?
My quarry must be near.
Some foul new disease has taken hold in this land, and the carrion bats are near the heart of it.
I'll use
Since
the big guy
returning
to blow them all up.
Tristram, I have
Not
seen their
enough
numbers
hatred.
surge. The evil forces that linger here give them strength, and I fear that the worst is yet to come.
Has joined my party, but my foes gain strength. An ally has left my party, but my foes are weaker.
I wonder if it'll still be in there, because I can't get back to town yet, because I haven't got the teleport yet. We'll find out, won't we? Blimey. This is taking a while, isn't it? This weapon is terrible. I might have to go back.
Do you want more? My strength is back. An ally has joined my party, but my foes gain strength.
There's the Pracky.
An ally has left my party.
Can't
but
use
my
it yet,
foes
but I
are
will do
weaker.
when I can.
My hatred is
Leave
too
some
low.
people in
I
the
feel
channel.
better now.
Right, there we go. Just got to put up with this bow that bit longer. Look at it, 3.4 DPS. I know it's still only low level at the moment, but even in the beta I had more luck with item drops. It's going to take like 10 hits maybe to kill this guy. I'm going to use my special a bit. There's some special ones there. Well, there it is. A lot of your abilities are based off weapon damage, so yeah.
Not enough hatred.
Ooh, hello. Bitch.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May
Back.
this wedge hold. The Skeleton King?
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
Gotta save Deck Arcane.
Kate! I'm here to rescue you!
Stay back!
That doesn't
Not
quite
enough
feel right on
hatred.
the A hotkey, but I'll still give it a go. I'll try and get used to it, but if not, then I'll have to change it to Q.
My hatred is too low.
Ooh, a new bow. It's a little late though.
Oh, thank you.
I'm about to get level 5.
Risk
Get a better
yourself
bow.
for me.
Look at that.
Leah
It's
asked
way
for my
better.
aid. She will be relieved to see you again.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of
This cannot be opened yet.
It's a ridiculously good bow, so I suppose that's
We
quite lucky.
must discuss
Having Pracky
the
give that to
fallen
me.
star. Follow me to Tristram.
Had a bad start so far with the bow, but that's soon going to make up for it. That new one. Is this a cinematic? I've not seen this
I promised Leah that I would save her uncle, Deckard Cain. When I found him, he was facing the Skeleton King. And now, this abomination blocks my path to the Fallen Star.
It's all about the Fallen Star, baby.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks
Fist
to
pump.
you and your friend here.
I have but one request of you. What do you know of the Fallen Star?
Not much, I'm afraid, though the prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
I've become stronger.
Yes. And what time is it? It's one-hand bow time. You're going to see my DPS. Well, the other bow that I was using, that 3.4 one. Slight difference there now, isn't there? It's at least 4 times better.
I've dug out a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
Save the magic items for a bit later. You'll see why. Back in a minute. Alrighty then. Back we go.
From the east shall come a monarch whose rule begins in blood and ends in bone.
Most of the time I won't worry about what the villagers think on a certain matter. But I will for the
After King Leoric
short
went
time.
mad, no one lived in these parts for a long time. Then adventurers were lured here by tales of riches to be found inside the old cathedral. New Tristram started
I
when
like
some
rapid
traveling
fire.
merchants decided to set down here to sell to the adventurers. It grew quickly. Lots of good farming in these parts.
Yeah.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
A tragic story, but I cannot reach the Fallen Star until I face him.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts.
Go see my boy Hadrig.
Bless you for...
So this is how it ends? They dragged my cart from the road.
Just feel a bit silly to sort of just skip so much of that, but
Yes, yeah. Don't touch anything unless you're buying it. I like to keep my inventory
I'm just not too
clean.
worried about it, to be honest.
Leah spent all night alongside the blacksmith's wife. tending
One
the
hand
wounded.
bow, I can get another one of that in this
She
hand.
was out defending the gates this morning.
But
What
you
is
need a bow
behind
that's
that
got
one?
similar DPS really,
Did you
otherwise
hear?
your
Old
DPS
Bunsen
actually
has
goes
a
down a
stand
little
to
bit.
half rash.
I mean, it'll still be high because of that, but it doesn't.
Blacksmith,
You need
Deckard
them to be
Cain
equal,
said you could help
really.
me find the crown
About
of Leoric.
15% the same amount of
Not now.
DPS.
It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
Sometimes death is the only mercy we have left. I will help you.
Thank
The
you.
projectile's different.
Follow me.
Oh no, that's because I got entangled shot.
Come over here.
Yeah, the entangling shot isn't so good. But I'll just show that to start with.
My friends, I'm sorry.
See, it's slowing people down, so it's probably good against boss or something like that.
Blacksmith.
That is such a big difference. I love rapid fire though. Ah. But I think, well, let's go. Wake up.
Mira, my love, forgive me.
Hadrig, help me.
You can generate your rage just by holding down your stand still attack, basically. So if I just do that, you can see my hatred, as it were, is going up. Hatred, I
I
mean,
couldn't
not
have
rage.
done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hadrig. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
Sure,
I may do business with some
you want to get the
unsavory
rings off this guy if he's got
pass the
decent
savings
rings.
on to you.
That's potentially good, but I'm not too worried because it's not good enough.
You think you're some type of hero, here to save us all.
Sorry, the ferry to Wortham isn't running. Can't take anyone anywhere with all this happening around here. It's not safe.
Some foul new disease has taken hold in this land, and...
There's a big pack coming this time. Stand your ground! That's the last of them. The bridge is clear.
It's good to know. The bridge is clear. Whoop-de-doo. Ah. Yes, he's
I'm too late. The blacksmith's apprentice is dead. I must let Hedrick know when I can.
Look at that hungering arrow just sort of bouncing back and forth between the enemies. Love it. Ooh, that's a special one. I do know roughly where I'm heading, to be honest, and I will do for like the next 5 to 10 minutes, and then after that I'll be past the beta point.
I have more control now.
I think you get all your health back when you level up. All the gloves are the same. You destroy the destructibles like these gravestones with certain abilities, or with AoE damage. Area of effect.
My hatred is too low.
You want to bear in mind how full your
During the last days of King Leoric's reign, even the skeletons of the ancient dead could not rest. They took up their broken armor and weapons once more, ready to cut down anything that yet drew breath. Though wasted and fragile, these creatures possess a twisted cleverness that makes them quite formidable.
What was I saying? Yeah, keep an eye on how full your inventory space is, and then you want to crack on with getting back to town, or doing the next best thing that can get you back to town. There's 3 crypts here, and in one of them is the path to the quest objective, and there's potential achievements to be had within these, so let's have a look. Ooh, Sorry, I wasn't looking there.
My hatred is too low.
There we go. I'm already limited now. I think that does feel more natural on cue. Oh, those are some good gloves. Oh.
Grave robbers have defiled my tomb. Now my husband writhes in torment because I do not rest at his side. Return my bones so that we may rest in peace.
Do not touch her!
Just my luck. The crown isn't even in this crypt.
My hatred is too low.
The dead are at peace now. I'm overburdened.
Ah, so close. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to have to go back to town as well. Well, I don't have to actually. You can just get rid of the crappy items because, to be honest, they really don't sell for much. The superior you might want to hold on to, but the expense, I mean, look, that sells for 30 gold, that sells for 5. There's a huge difference. So you're far better off just spamming your inventory with, I mean, those are, yeah, like 2 gold for basically an inferior item, 5 gold on average for a superior one, and 30 gold on average for a magic one.
When King Leoric came to court, he brought many nobles with him, and nobles, oddly enough, want noble crypts. So I showed up with my shovel, thinking to make easy profit by digging a few holes. Ha! There's no stopping their demands around here. Now, I eat, sleep, and breathe dirt, it seems.
Whoa! Take that, Ashes.
My hatred is too low. Well, there isn't a crown here. I'd best try another crypt.
Let's just have a little look, see. Nope. Third time's the charm. What's my empty inventory slot then? This? Is that a one hand? No. Well, it's no good to me then, is it? Suppose I can put a shield on for some stats. Doesn't hurt. At least I don't think it does.
My hatred is too low. I guess one of the main points of exploring is to see if there's any potential achievements, because I know that in some of these defiled crypts there are potential achievements like Jar of Souls, and that could be on this map for all I know as well, if I just look around. I might be wrong, but... You won't survive that! Yes.
I don't think there's any more achievements left here though now. But there are some interesting mobs. Definitely want the puncture and arrow, that's very good. And that has impact. We can try that out.
I have a feeling that the crown is nearby.
You might be right. Doesn't stand a chance. Ooh, that's a two-hand one again.
The unburied are formed from human corpses that were flung into mass graves without a proper burial. This hideous amalgamation of bodies decomposes together into one being, bound by some foul magic. For all my knowledge, I could only flee from it, and I would expect any other sensible person to do the same.
I wonder if I aim down there and I still hit that mob. Like if it gets a puncturing, a proc where it can pierce through, you don't even have to aim at the mob. Yeah, there you go, it bounces back onto him. 35% chance for that to happen. I mean, if you do target them properly, then yeah, it will bounce onto something, but even then, it's pretty neat. Might be a potential exploit in that, to be honest.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
Don't think you have much choice, to be honest. Eee, that'll do. Magic quiver. I'll have that. Thank you.
I've become stronger.
Yeah, and I got town portal. Sweet. Let's try the old smoke screen then, shall we?
Need more time.
Need more time. Boom. And I'm invisible. And now I'm not. Still prefer caltrops though. There's my boy, Hadrig.
You found the crown. Truth be told, I didn't think you'd make it back alive.
Oh, that's nice.
Ah, it needs repair. Should be no problem. It's good to work again.
Work under pressure.
There. New as the day it was placed upon the Black King's head. I need something more than making spades to occupy my mind. I want my life to mean something.
Then we are allies. Each weapon you forge for me shall serve to purify these lands. One more thing. Your apprentice is dead.
Fool boy.
Oh, and by the way, your
Hope for
apprentice
the
is
worst,
dead.
And you will not be disappointed. Thank you for the news.
Whoosh. There we go. Now what you want to do here is just, well, is to go to your salvage ability. You can create new weapons with him, and that's pretty good, to be honest. Almost tempting to try and get a one-hand bow, so I got something. But the quiver goes nicely enough, and I probably won't find a one-hand bow that's as good as that. So I'll be better off with a quiver than say another one-hand bow that has, for example, 10 DPS. That would be better. It may not seem that way, but believe me, that's apparently the way it works. So you want to salvage away and get yourself some resources so you can build some decent items later on down the line. Let's have a little talk.
Tell me about your grandfather.
Not much to tell. I lived with my father in Caldeum at the time. We heard that my grandfather stayed in Tristram until the end, trying to save lives. Don't know if he succeeded, but there it is. When the Skeleton King fell, my grandfather was dying from a sword wound. He had the crown sealed with him to keep it safe.
A brave deed. It is good to know that there was one sane man among the mad. It is good to see you back at the forge, blacksmith.
Work needs doing. No one is going to do it for me.
That is very true, but we also need people to fight.
No, this is my trade, and I'm the best. I'll make you the weapons you need to kill every
dodgy.
last demon you see. Deal?
How might I use the crown to reach the Skeleton King?
At last. With it, you can unlock the sealed door in the room where you rescued me and enter the royal crypts. When you find the Skeleton King, place the crown atop his head and destroy him.
When he is destroyed, I shall finally reach the star.
Is he offline or not?
I worked my hands to the bone to bring you these fine goods.
And I'm not going to buy any of them. Don't waste your gold at this point. Although you do get obviously a lot more gold later on. Might just have a quick sneaky check. See what rings I can get, because I'm pretty sure you can't get rings for ages, or at least not until another 5 minutes at least, because when I completed the beta.
Don't tell. Sure, I may do business with someone.
I didn't see any option
types,
of getting rings
pass
other
the
than buying
savings
them.
on to you.
And none of them are that good. I'm after dexterity. I'm not even going to bother picking up stuff that isn't magic now, practically. I'll try not to. Should really let the summoning monsters actually summon stuff, because you get more experience, obviously. But I don't want to hang around too long. I knew they summon like a lot of stuff, otherwise just kill them.
Not enough hatred.
Do you want more?
I haven't finished killing them yet, do you know? Masterwork.
Darkness awaits you. Down for the count. That is a lot of damage. I suppose I can start picking stuff up again. Rats. Now I know on this level you just aim for top right and you'll get to the next point. You won't survive that!
Maintain your incantation.
Ave Magistros. Your magic is weakening. I am free! Now, back to my mission. Who are you? You will know soon enough. Help me find my gear. I will reward you well. Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
I must kill the Skeleton King.
Then our aims align.
Obviously try and get the shrines if you can. They're not too far out your way. But just let him take the hit there.
The cultists dragged me past this glowing pit. What made it?
I will know soon.
Down this way. There are... He's free! Do not... I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past Jondar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
I usually prefer to be alone, but I will make an exception for a warrior like yourself.
Boom. Waypoint. Although you have teleports, so... it's all good. Although the waypoint would be useful if you needed to come back here. And you'd already used your teleport on something else, or somewhere else. Hey.
You won't survive that! Black magic bars our way, but the will of a Templar is stronger.
Take that, spiked barricades.
You were a Templar, Jondar.
You want to stay close to this guy, so he doesn't keep running around.
The Coven is my brotherhood now, Cormac. The powers we serve will soon rule this world!
Yep.
Please
lasted
forgive
long.
me. My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven. Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the Skeleton King. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred tomes of my order, they are mine.
Very well. I have no need of books.
Then onwards we go to fight the Skeleton King.
Come on in.
It is good to fight with you again.
I don't think it hurts to have a follower. I tried to find this out in the beta. I didn't see... I thought you might leech some of your experience so you don't get as much experience if you have the follower, but it didn't seem to be the case. And yes, I'm aware I'm being fired.
There, a worthy foe.
Not enough hatred.
And you go up, basically. And I know this one as well, because I was farming this last bit over and over in order to get level 13. Because in the beta you couldn't go much further past this point. I'll tell you that much. May as well pick up the minor health potion, but I never really use them, to be honest. I don't think I will need them that much, not in normal anyway. In later levels of the game I will do. Get into tank, I suppose.
Useful skill.
What foul sorcery is this?
Doesn't go past that. The only problem with being ranged sometimes is that things block your ranged attacks. Don't want to have to keep stopping and starting that rapid skill because it initially costs a lot of hatred to start it off, but once you're channeling it, it costs a lot less to keep it going. Oh, James, he was offline. I didn't know that was a bug or something. It's just showing him as offline. Now you want to aim up somewhere. Although you need to go this crossroads bit here and have a little explore around.
I tried to count how many we've killed, but I've lost track.
Until you see a yellow pinging circle, hopefully. If not, then it's probably not the right way. Ooh. And this isn't the right way. Maybe actually, yeah, I might be alright. It looked like a different one. A lot of the maps in Diablo 3
my hatred is too low,
but some bits are sort of still fixed, as it were, and you can recognise them. Gives you little clues on where to go. Part of the problem with having allies get achievements ahead of you is that it might give it away part of the game. I mean, what's that? Ancients? So there's something to do with Ancients in later on? I don't know. I don't think this is the right way now. I just don't know. Doesn't matter too much. Oh, it is. It's all experience at the end of the day. But you do get more experience for, like, essentially rushing through for the bosses. I mean, the achievement, the quests give you the most experience. I'll get a load more experience just rushing to kill this skeleton.
Keep your distance from him.
This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condurus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
Little bit of RP for you there.
You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
We shall put you down, Hellspawn!
As you can see, the followers barely do any damage at all, but they're still useful because of their abilities. Changing your move, having that move hotkey allows you to sort of move past mobs. Say for example there's a mob there. Now normally if I left clicked it would attack it. But if you press your move hotkey then you'll just actually go to it or past it.
I do not understand how evil
so you don't have to keep worrying about attacking mobs that you don't want to bother with.
Fear the light.
If it is
just run
truly
past
evil, it does not care.
But the light is both a literal and figurative foe.
You will never defeat me!
You were defeated the moment you surrendered to madness.
Not enough hatred.
Done.
Wait.
Training has paid off.
Ooh, a rare light hand crossbow. Another one. Shao is good.
The Zakarum high priests in Kurast proclaimed Leoric king of Condurus many years ago. He ruled well until Diablo's influence drove him mad. and the loyal knight Lac Dannon was forced to slay him. Afterward, Diablo himself raised Leoric from the dead as the Skeleton King, until the monarch's son, Aiden, vanquished him.
Fault. Yay. Right, to unidentify a rare item, just right-click it. Look at that. Now, your rare items may not necessarily be as good as your magic items. It depends on the extra bonuses you get from them. But in terms of DPS, you can see that it's lower, but the benefits I get from it might be greater. So I can dual wield now because the damage between the two are very similar.
Got a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
And you could save that for an ult if you really wanted to. Although I'm not sure what the likeliness of me making another Demon Hunter ult after I've got to get this one high level enough. But as you can see, it's only required level 3, so you can get them off to a good start instead of using a 3.4 DPS bow like I had. I suppose it doesn't hurt at this point to put it in my stash. And it looks like you can only stack 20 potions at a time, which is a bit annoying. Because I barely use them, don't need them. It's almost always an idea to try and hold on to a magic quiver as well. Because if you do get a really good two-hand bow, you're going to want this in the offhand slot. But I don't think I'm going to beat the weapons that I've got at the moment for quite a while. Basically salvage everything unless you can give it to a friend, so it has like decent benefits to it that could help your allies out. I'm not going to spend any of my gold just yet. I'll give it a while, I think. Back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Now the question is, I'm not actually gone past this point in the game now. Thinking about it, that's it. This is as far as you got in the beta. I'll just try the abilities as they come and then go back to the ones that I like. So it doesn't actually tell you where to go. Not clearly.
Found some interesting things on my latest dig.
Every scholar of demonic lore has heard of Deckard Cain. Thanks to you, I got to see him.
I've spent most of my life traveling from place to place with Uncle Deckard while he did his
What does your uncle see?
He's convinced that the forces of hell will invade our world and bring about the end times. All these years.
What did you learn of your mother?
She wasn't from Tristram originally. She was in search of something, but I'm not sure what.
How did your mother die?
Well, details are hazy, but I know that Adria was obsessed with chasing the arcane. Uncle Deckard believes that the madness and horror of her life finally caught up with her.
I am the last of the Horadrim. I couldn't always claim this. In fact, if I had turned to the Horadric teachings sooner...
You can't blame yourself.
When the first signs appeared, I did nothing. I had shrugged the old tales off like they were so much fantasy. And Tristram, no, the world has paid dearly for my arrogance. I have tried to make up for my failings. Leah and I have spent her lifetime scouring. If I can decipher it, we will have the key to defeat